Hello fellow YouTubers, Blu-ray Maniac here, coming at you on the Horoscope channel. We are this week getting back around to starting up those videos again for that channel. I believe it was this week was when we started. I remember Steve or Joker5150 putting a post on our Facebook page saying that it would be, I believe it was this week, hopefully not next week, but either way, I'm going to go ahead and do a video today, because my day of the week is Friday, and the topic for this week was, I believe, a horror film, one of your favorite horror films from 2013, and I have the perfect movie. Now, before I tell you what movie it is, I will say this: it's a remake. There's a lot of people that don't like remakes. There's a lot of people that do. And if you haven't seen this movie, before you pass any kind of judgment on it, at least watch it once. Remakes are not always bad. I am one of those people. I am actually a fan of remakes because despite how good the original may be, and there's a lot of original films that are cult classics that are remade, and then people are like, oh my god, how can they remake this movie? But in a lot of cases, like I've said in many other videos, the generation that goes today to watch a remake in a theater, that generation is not the same generation that went to watch the original. So a lot of remakes, I think remakes are good in that they may not always be better than the originals, but they kind of redefine that particular movie, whatever it is, for a totally new generation. The movie I picked for my day of the week is the remake of Carrie. It stars Chloe Grace Moretz in the lead role as Carrie. Julianne Moore plays the mother. Let me see. For the love of God, I can't remember the name of the mother's character, but I know that her last name was White. But anyway, Julianne Moore plays the mother. Chloe Grace Moretz plays Carrie, and who else? I'm trying to see if her name is on here. I think her name, Judy. I think her name is Judy Greer. Yeah, she plays the gym teacher. Now, before I get into the story, I just want to say something. Judy Greer is hot. If you watch this movie, you'll see what I'm talking about. I just want to say that I think the actress that played the gym teacher is really hot. This movie, despite being a remake, it actually stays pretty spot on with the original story. Believe it or not, the major difference between this movie and the original with Sissy Spacek is the fact that the director, she kind of modernized it a little bit. The original took place in the 70s. Hold on, I'm trying to find the director's name. Oh, okay, here it is. Kimberly Pierce. The original took place in the 70s, and what she did was she took the movie, or the source material, Stephen King's book, rather, and she brought it up to modern times. It's essentially the exact same story, but there's more of an emphasis on like cyberbullying and the use of cell phones, YouTube, things of that nature. When the infamous scene when they're telling her, plug it up, plug it up, plug it up. Instead of just throwing tampons and maxi pads at her, they actually, one of the girls pulls out her cell phone They have cell phones because it takes place now, and they film her, and she's laying there wrapped in a bloody gym towel, and they're just making fun of her and everything. And then of course the video does get posted to YouTube, and like I said, there's a big emphasis on the cyberbullying aspect. But aside from the cell phones and bringing it up to modern time, essentially it's the same story. It's, in my opinion, some people may not like it, but in my opinion, it's a very well done movie. I like the cast that they chose. I think Chloe Moretz did an excellent job in this movie. She's a very confident actress. Obviously, most people remember her from the Kick-Ass movies. She played Hit Girl. She was also in a movie called Hick, Texas Killing Fields, Movie 43, which I've never seen, but I've heard really bad things about it, just the movie itself. But more importantly, when I think of Chloe, the movie that always comes to mind is Let Me In, which is also a remake of another movie. But Chloe my point is, as many movies as Chloe has done in her acting career at this point, she has become a very confident actress. She's very good at what she does. Her family supports her, and she's a very well-rounded actress for a young actress. And to play the role of Carrie White, she had to kind of not literally but figuratively revert back to being a shy, sheltered, individual, reclusive individual, because the character of Carrie White is obviously very sheltered. Her and her mother, live in their own little world in their house, and they don't go out much. They don't talk to many people, and there's a big emphasis on, the Bible. Well, what the mother takes the Bible and obviously bends and twists it, and makes Carrie believe that way. But essentially, like I said, it's spot on with the original story. Carrie starts her period. The girls make fun of her, bully her, and get in trouble. Then they're not able to go to prom, and one of the girls tells her boyfriend, and she actually is a nice girl, she tells her boyfriend, look, what we did was wrong, and I want you to go to prom with Carrie White. And at first he's reluctant, but he then eventually agrees. They go to prom, and everyone knows what happens. They dump the bucket of blood on her and everything, and she goes crazy. She has telekinetic powers, and she kills a bunch of people. And essentially, that's what happens in this movie. Aside from the use of cell phones and computers and that whole part of it, very well done movie. I enjoyed it. The score was very good. I thought the music was excellent. I like what the director did with it, the direction that she took it in, and the performances were solid. Julianne Moore as the mother, she really is believable in that role. She could almost be like a Mommy Dearest. If they ever did a Mommy Dearest remake, which I don't know if they ever did, but if they ever do, Julianne Moore could play that character in the Mommy Dearest movie, because she's really that good at being a menacing mother type. And Chloe Moretz, obviously, solid performance. And she looks different in this movie because I think it's her hair. They did something different with her hair. Her hair is kind of like dirty blonde, but there's something, even though the hair color is the same, there's something they did to her hair that made her look a little different in this movie. I think it's because they added some red. Her hair's kind of red in this movie. I think that's what made her look so different, at least to me anyway. this is a really good movie. And for those of you who are really diehard fans of the original, give this movie a chance. You might be surprised how good it actually is. And one thing I want to say real quick before I go, an interesting thing I found about this movie, as well as with the original movie, also with both of them, is that even though the character of Carrie, like, kind of uses at the end, she goes kind of nuts and she uses her powers to like hurt people and like kill them. In a weird kind of way, you can't help but feel sorry for her. You know, the kids were really, really mean to her, and even though she shouldn't kill people, in a weird way, there's a part of you that kind of cheers for her, because I think inside all of us, there's a part that maybe you were made fun of yourself in school, or people stared at you, or asked you questions if you looked different. I know I was different because I have a mild disability. People, the way I walk, people stared at me all the time in school, so I can kind of relate to not so much being sheltered, but just for one reason or another, high schoolers looking at you and staring at you all the time and asking you questions and considering you different than them because there's something about you that's different. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I can relate to the whole being an outcast kind of thing. There is a part of me that likes to see bullies get their due. I love it when a bully picks on somebody and then that person gets the bully back somehow. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you guys next Friday. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you then. Alright, thanks.